Okay, have we had a good night? So, I think it's time that we heard from the king, coach, my wife, Danica Lani! Where is she? Oh, hang on, just sit around here. Hello, my darling. Hello.
Sorry, I was distracted then. Hello, friends. My name is Danica Lani. I am the King Coach. I'm also known as the Mother of Drag Kings. I'm also known as Daddy Joy. Thank you, and the Kingmaker. I was almost getting there. And the new name is the Kingmaker. These are names that have been named from the community, so I accept them. I accept them willingly. Thank you very much. This is our 6th Drag Kingdom. How cool is that? So I have coached and choreographed and mentored 125 first-time drag kings since December 2020. Been seen on stage tonight. And through Drag Kingdom, in the last this is our 6th time, we've raised over $3,800 for Block 13. Yes. And 41 places have been paid forward for Kings of Joy so that no one is left out. No one left out. So I started as a drag king in 2011 in Melbourne. I was a choreographer for another drag king called Rocco D'Amore, and Rocco was my hairdresser. That's how that started. And I would choreograph some backup routines for Rocco. And then one time I got a text from Rocco saying, we've got a drag competition happening, please come. And so I did, and I brought all of my workmates from Lululemon Athletica. So they were all Canadian and all really loud. And I won by audience votes. That same year, I also won a pole dancing competition. Yes, Miss Fusion Pole 2011. This gives you a little bit of an inkling about my gender identity. Yes, I'm bi-gender. I'm also a big fat lesbian. I fucking am a big fat lesbian. And I started out as a drag king. And listen, I wasn't great at makeup. You know, first time I did makeup, I ended up with a really muddy face. Anyone done that before? Oh, yes. The street urchin look. Yes. And I always outsourced my costumes. Always. I was not good at costumes. And but I have been a lover of the mask for a very long time. And that's why I do what I do. So I empower LGBTQIA+ people to break free from constraints around gender, sexuality, and self-expression so that we can be 100% at home in our own skin. And that's what gets me out of bed every morning. And that's why I do what I do. So I have that pleasure and privilege of doing that. And I want to let you know a little bit about our friends at Block 13 because you're here tonight making a difference, whether you know it or not. Where one of the things that Drag Kingdom does, it proves that you can have fun and make a difference at the same time. And they're not mutually exclusive, right? So tonight you've made a difference to Block 13 because 10% of everything goes to our friends, our queer refugee friends. They're fleeing Uganda. And in Uganda, it's illegal to be homosexual. It's illegal to promote homosexuality. There's a lot of draconian laws. And they've fled Uganda and then ran to Kenya, where homosexuality is also illegal. And they ended up in a refugee camp, the world's 2nd largest refugee camp, Kakuma in Kenya. And 200,000 people are in that camp from different areas. And so we met Lucretia, a young trans woman who reached out to us on Facebook and said, what is queer joy? Queers of joy. I've never heard the words queer and joy in the same sentence. I need to know what this is. And she is a human rights activist And she was with a group of 56 adults and their children who had decided to gather together and live together in the camp. And they decided to do that because the government told them that they should assimilate and they should hide. And they should pretend to not be queer, gay, lesbian, trans, and they should hide that. And this group of people said, I can't live like that. I know that the consequences will mean being arrested. I know the consequences mean going to the hospital and not being given medicine, not being treated. The consequences included lining up behind other refugees to get water and being told to wait to the very end. No, you can't get water because you're subhuman. And so drinking dirty water and ending up with malaria and typhoid regularly, and then not being able to get the medication for that. So when we first met them, their shelter had been petrol bombed by some other refugees in the camp. And they were sleeping in the desert on nothing. And we decided that we would stay in contact. And we've been on Zoom calls with Lucretia for the last 3 years. And our commitment has been that we listen. And when we first met them, they thought that they were the forgotten people, that no one cared. And now they know that each and every one of you, they know that we're doing this show right now. And they know that each and every one of you have contributed to them. And they're these people that have not become bitter towards their perpetrators. It's quite extraordinary. They're the most beautiful-hearted people, and they love you. They love you and they appreciate you, and they wanted me to send their love to you. And here's the good news. Lucretia, Umar, Regina and her children, Juliet and her children have made it, and Lucretia and her boyfriend have made it to Canada. They've been able to relocate to a safer country. And just 2 days ago, Amber Riella, another trans woman, messaged me to say that she's had her interview and she's well on her way to also going to Canada. So that's the difference that you're making to people around the world. It really makes the world rounder, when we are aware of our global queer family. And Block 13 really feel that with us as well. I wanted to acknowledge some people and give out some awards. First time that I've done this. So let me see. I would like to announce a special recognition award, Kings of Joy Award, proudly presented to Bex Blake. Please come up. Gym Junkie. Awarded to Bex, aka Gym Junkie, for serving as Assistant Deputy Coach for the Kings of Joy Gold Stars and All Stars, empowering each performer to shine in their drag king persona. Please join me in acknowledging a special recognition award proudly presented to Max Vickers. Max Akati Boy, awarded for serving as Kings of Joy's assistant choreographer, supporting the Gold Stars and the All Stars in rehearsing and assisting the King Coach with choreography. This is a community award, Kings of Joy Community Award. I would like to award this to Jay Harthen, aka Holden Cox. Are you here, Jay? Yes, come on down, Jay. So Jay put in an application for a Sydney Drag King Mardi Gras float end of last year on the way to an airport, like at the airport on the way to the US, right? It was like last minute, and made our Mardi Gras float a reality for the drag king community, amplifying visibility and pride for drag kings everywhere. Well done, Jay. And that's meant that we've been able to have a float this for next Mardi Gras with 80 drag kings. Please join me in this Kings of Joy Community Award proudly presented to Katie Lambert, aka Randy Rootrat. Please come forward. This award goes to Randy Rootrat for bringing Kings of Joy's artwork to life at the Tap Gallery. Did a whole exhibition in June. And through Randy's dedication, an inspiring exhibition was made possible, showcasing the artistry of our Kings of Joy community.
We have some very fantastic artists in this group, and we're all artists, really, because what we're doing up here on the stage every night when we do these drag kingdoms and we do our own thing. So find yourself, find your truth, and put it out there.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Randy. Please join me in acknowledging a certificate of dedication presented to Leash Tetley and to Dustin the Rugrat. Her outstanding commitment to Kings of Joy All-Stars. Participating in seven consecutive rounds of the All-Stars. Mastering choreography in 7 group routines plus a duo and debuting her first solo performance, all remotely online. Lastly, this award is a certification of excellence presented to Anna Shepherd, AJ Acker, Ragnar the Ravishing, who couldn't be here tonight, but AJ did something extraordinary and created extraordinary moments for our Block 13 queer refugee family in Kenya through a joyous Mardi Gras in-person celebration. So AJ went to Kenya and met up with Block 13 and brought love, hope, and a spirit of joy to the community there. We are a community that uplifts each other. Kings of Joy's values are anti-racism, doing the actual work of anti-racism. We value non-toxic masculinity. We love masculinities, all the plurals, the positives. And joy, and of course gender inclusivity. So they're the values of Kings of Joy. And I want to thank the Working Kind Collective, which has given us a home and a space to rehearse in. I'd like to acknowledge Kai and Axel Rod for doing an amazing job on makeup tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Natalie Acker, Rex McCooch for mixing music edits that you heard tonight were amazing. And of course, our home away from home, the Red Rattler. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Lachlan, on tech as well. Give it up for Lachlan on tech. Thank you.